Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I stated in my previous video that the articles that I have today, some of them might contradict one another. And I don't really know if they contradict one another, but at least they give this impression because they say, okay, here the Russians have a huge impact, and then you find out that actually, no, the Ukrainians are destroying so many Russians, and so on. Nevertheless, let's see what's going on here with this article, which comes from the New Voice of Ukraine from July 6th, 2022. Russians suffering huge losses as Ukrainian army holds them back in Donbas, Luhansk governor says. All right, he says that every day the Russian troops receive an order to advance further, but they do not always fulfill it, as their losses in personnel are very significant. Both captured Russian service members and those in contact with the locals acknowledge this, Haidai said. And I'm quoting, both prisoners and those who communicate with the population in Luhansk and Severodonetsk admit this, end quote, Haidai wrote. And I'm quoting again, during the storming of Luhansk alone, the enemy lost thousands in dead and wounded. Pause here. Now, which one is it? Because I look at daily losses in personnel provided by the Ukrainian Armed Forces Department, whatever outlets they have over there, and they go with let's say 300, 200 a day. That's how they go, like 36,000 personnel, Russian personnel dead since the beginning of this special operation. And here this guy says that lost thousands in dead and wounded. Well, in maybe, but it said during the storming of Luhansk. How long did that last? 3 days? Because if you remember, they were done with Severodonetsk. The Ukrainians who were able to swim on the other side of the river got in Luhansk, and it was done in about 2 days. They got out. So in 2 days, I didn't see a jump from 35,500 German, I was about to say, Russians to about, 40,000. And it would be thousands. So someone is lying somewhere. They don't communicate with one another. Anyway, thousands in dead and wounded. Yes, they have orders of magnitude more forces and means, but the Ukrainian army is better prepared and motivated. Clearly motivated, but I don't know if better prepared. More long-range weapons will appear. Yeah, they got 4, and one of them was destroyed, according to Russians, and the Ukrainians are denying it. Anyway, they're going to receive 4 more from the United States. The advantage of the enemy is in personnel will be counterbalanced. Okay. Haidai noted that on July 5, the occupiers tried to advance into the Donetsk Oblast and cut off the Bakhmut-Lysychansk highway, which passes by Bilohorivka, but under pressure from Ukrainian soldiers, the enemy had to retreat. Russian forces are also gradually starting to feel the effect of delays in the delivery of ammunition against the background of the destruction of several ammunition depots in the occupied territory, he said. Videos on social media have in recent days shown a number of Russian ammunition depots behind enemy lines in the occupied parts of Ukraine on fire, with detonations of ammunition being heard. So maybe it is, but Mr. Haidai doesn't know history. And not only history, he doesn't know military strategy, which we all know. Every baboon heard about the Blitzkrieg. But if you ask them what was the Blitzkrieg, they say, oh, it was a fast war, fast attack. Yes, but tell me more about it. Oh, it was some Germans against, I'm not sure who, but nevertheless, it was Germans. That's about it if someone knows something. That's the average knowledge. But if you ask, okay, how did they do it? What was it? Tell me on the map, where did it occur? How did it occur? What was the plan? And what was the formation? So if you look at the formation, that's the Blitzkrieg. The danger of a blitzkrieg is the point going forward too fast for the ammunition and supply to follow. So then when these guys go over there too much, they remain uncovered. Here they could be surrounded in the back. So maybe that's what Haidai doesn't get it. Maybe the Russians are running so fast towards the west that their supplies lines cannot catch up with them. How about that? Oh, he doesn't know that. But nevertheless, and why I say that? Because I just posted a whole video a minute ago where a Western official stated, curiously, that in a Western mass media outlet, that the Russians are really making a headway in after Severodonetsk and Luhansk fell. So that means after those fell, which this guy is talking about, that thing, it's like an open field over there. So probably they go too fast for those guys to catch up with them. But I don't know. That's what I'm saying is trying to interpret things that other people say, and it's not always, as you know, accurate to what these guys are saying. Because this guy, it's that self-attribution principle. When you succeed in something, it was because of you. If you don't succeed, it was because something else, bad luck, or someone else cheated, the whole thing, the game was rigged. So that's how it is. The same here. When the Russians are advancing, it's because I don't know, they were lucky, or just it's a misinterpretation of reality. When Russians are stopped, it's because the Ukrainians did a very good job. But on the other hand, they didn't. It was not the Ukrainians who ran towards the west, And it's normal. I understand that. But nevertheless, casualties, yes, of course. But then the other article says that the Russians are making great headway after Lysychansk. This guy says no, actually, no, we stopped them and they are retreating. It's the same thing with the palm and the face. I slap you and you say no, you didn't slap me. My face hit your palm, aggressed your palm. From your perspective, you can look at it this way, but nevertheless, who knows if you look at it from the from physics? Yes, it's action and counteraction. Nevertheless, the reality is that, and this is my assessment based on whatever I read so far and what I think about these things, is that the Russians broke the lines about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks and a half ago. I think that's when it tilted really towards the Russians, and I think right now it's open field over there. After Lysychansk, the Russians have free reign to go, but this is just my assessment. Might be wrong. Yeah, it's a matter of probabilities. Now, what's the probability? I would say about 70% I'm right, 30% I'm wrong. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.